Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here introducing another project pan on my channel. I am doing quite a few and you still have another 2 introductions coming next week, so you can look forward to that. But before we jump into what I'm introducing in this video, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. But let's just jump into this project. So the project I'm introducing today is my kind of year-long rolling project pan. I am gonna have 10 products rolling at any point in time, and I actually haven't decided exactly what I want to call this project, but I think I've settled on 21 in 2021, and that is because my goal is to finish up or hit my goal on at least 21 products this year, although I will only have 10 products rolling at any time. So I didn't really do a project like this last year. Last year my kind of rolling project pan was the Partners in Cream project pan, but I just missed having that project where I can literally put in any product that I want and I can focus on more long-term products and use products I can't really find a spot for in other projects. So that is what I have decided to add in this time, and I have a big range of different items right here, so I'm just going to jump straight into them. So I have 2 foundations that I'm going to focus on in this project in the beginning of the year. The first one is the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation in the shade 2.5. This one is a foundation I haven't used too much, but if you saw my ranking my foundations video, you know this doesn't really rank that highly in my collection, and although I only picked this up last year, it's just one that I want to move out because I don't love the formula. I'm trying to kind of narrow down my collection with only foundations that I absolutely adore, and this is just not one of them. I am wearing this today mixed with the next foundation that I am going to talk about, because on its own this is also a tiny bit too light for me, and that is why I'm adding that foundation in already now at the start of the year, because I kind of need to have that to mix with this one. So I thought it would be good to add them both in. Unfortunately with this item I can't really mark it because it has a label all around it, so I can't really see exactly where I am. So I'm just going to go with weighing this item, and hopefully I will be able to track progress that way. Like I said, I honestly think I'm still like up here because I haven't used it much, like I mentioned. So we'll see. This might take quite a while, but I don't mind wearing the same foundation almost every single day. The next foundation that I'm introducing is my Air Flash foundation by Dior. This one is in the shade 300, and the reason why I want to use this up is because one, it's getting quite old, but also because it is way too dark for me and it's the wrong undertone. This is quite a kind of pink toned foundation, and it is also, like I said, too dark, so I can reach for this in the summer, but like by then the undertone is even more kind of wrong because I go more olivey and kind of reddish in the summer, so that it just doesn't work for me. So how I found that this works best is either to mix with other foundations or use as a cream bronzer. So that's probably how I'm going to use this up, and with this one I definitely feel like I'm further than with the other foundation because I have used this over the couple of years that I've had it. So honestly I feel like I'm kind of down to here, but again you can't see through it, so it just is an estimate. And also this is one of those aerosol cans, so you have to spray it out, which is a bit of a faff, but I definitely think this will be able to be moved out hopefully in the first half of the year. The next product that I'm introducing is one that I'm introducing for the reason that it's just something that I don't reach for on its own, and that is my Becca Under Eye Corrector. This one is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade light to medium. I had this in the project, I think, beginning of 2019. I think it was in my Partners in Cream, and my goal was to pan on it, and hopefully as you can see I did definitely do that. But since then I haven't used it at all. I don't think I've even used this once since rolling it out of that project, so it's just a product that I've realized that I don't really need to have in my collection. And for that reason I have decided to kind of roll this in and finish up in this project. I have no idea how long that will take. I remember hitting pan on it didn't take too long because it is quite a creamy product, but there is quite a lot of product around the edges, so we'll see. But as long as I can get into the routine of using this every single day, which is way more difficult than it sounds, I think this is something that I can easily reach for every single day. Granted, like I said, I have that in my routine because I don't really have any other product that would interfere with it. So yeah, I think this will be something that hopefully I will be able to move out rather quickly as well, but again, I have no idea how long this product lasts. The next product that I'm introducing is a powder, and this powder comes from Makeup Gallery, and I think this is just like a cheap kind of brand. I don't know where you find it, but I think it's kind of like something you can find in Asda, Lidl. I actually don't know where you can buy it, but I think it's just like a cheap brand powder. This one I have barely used, but I received this last year from an old colleague. She was getting rid of some makeup that she received from her, I think her sister-in-law, and she's quite sensitive in her skin, so she was just giving away the makeup that she needed, she wouldn't wear, because yeah, she breaks out quite easily. So this is one of the products that she gave to me, and it was completely brand new when she handed it to me, and I have used it a handful of times since then. This is a powder that is a bit more difficult for me to use because it is way too dark for me to use underneath my eyes, and also I feel like it does darken my concealer when I use it. So this is a powder that I used to have to use on my face, but how I've been using it over the last kind of week or two is kind of blending it out, or blending out my bronzer with it. I feel like I could have blended out my bronzer a bit more today, but yeah, that is basically how I've been using it. So my goal with this product, and as well as all the other products that I mentioned, is to use it up completely. I have no idea how long that will take, but it's just not a powder that is the best quality, and also I don't really feel the need to have it in my collection, but I can always reach for a powder, so I definitely want to still use it up. But I think this is something that will take a bit longer because it is so brand new, and also it has 12 grams of product in it. So the fifth product that I'm rolling in is an item that I wanted to use up last year, but I just didn't get the chance to, and that is my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I already have a really good pan in this item, and I just want to move it out this year because I am on the hunt to find my perfect bronzer, and I feel like this is not it. I do like it, but it's just, like I said, I think it's just a bit outdated. I feel like nowadays bronzers have come a long way, and it's just, yeah, there's way better products out there. So this one is one that I hopefully be able to use up in the next couple of months. I will try to use it up without repressing it, but I guess that when I get to the edges I might have to do that. But for now it works fine. I'm not wearing this today because I'm trying to use up a product in my Panda palette, and I've been using it as like a contour and bronzer. So this one is one that I haven't really reached for yet, but that Panda palette is coming to an end at the end of this month, and as soon as that is over I will start reaching for this, hopefully on an everyday basis. So we are halfway through the products, and the next product is a blush. And if you saw my makeup I want to use up in 2021 video, you might know which one this is. This is my Clinique blush in the shade Precious Posy. This is another one that I got from that same colleague when she did her kind of declutter, and if I can't open it, it's really difficult to open. Okay, there we go. So this is what the product looks like, and I actually haven't used this yet. I haven't even swatched it, so this is a brand new product, and I just kind of want to see how long it takes to use this up. It does have 3.1 grams, so not too much, and I just feel like it would be a perfect kind of shade to wear on every day as well. It's like a pinky blush with a golden shift to it. I want to actually compare this to NARS Orgasm because I feel like this might be a slightly more subtle version of that. But I just want to see how long it takes to use up a brand new blush, and that's kind of why I'm rolling this in, and of course I do want to finish this one as well. The next product that I'm introducing is another one that I was working on last year, and this was one that was part of my Partners in Cream project pan. But this is another one that I just really want to move out this year because it's not my preference anymore, and that is my Benefit Brow Pomade. This one is in the shade number 3, and I just, like I said, I just don't love brow pomades anymore. I feel like they're too harsh on my eyebrows. This is just a deluxe size sample, and this is how much I have left. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I have actually a pan on this. But it is getting really hard to reach again, so what I did before when I hit pan on it was just kind of put it in the microwave and try to melt down the product to sit at the bottom, and I will do that again because I'm not really able to reach it right now. I will also put in a little bit more gel line in here because it's drying up a bit, so we'll actually be able to see if I will finish this up completely or if it will dry out before I manage to do so. But I just want to be able to get as much use out of this one as possible and definitely get it out this year. So I'm actually introducing 2 eyeliners in this project. The first one is one that I don't know what brand this is. I got this from my mom because she wasn't using it, and this is just eyeliner from a brand. It just says makeup liner on it and it doesn't have a brand on it, but the shade is number 02. So this one is just like a light silvery eyeliner, and I have sharpened it and measured it on my paper, so I will show you that in a second. But this is the first eyeliner that I want to use up, and again I just want to finish this up completely. Then the second one that I want to finish is my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Punch, and this is the yellow shade. This one is starting to dry up a bit, so I'm not sure I will actually be able to get through this before it dries up completely, but I do want to get as much use out of this one as I can before it reaches that point. So that is the second one that I want to finish up. So like I said, I have gone out and swatched out the two eyeliners. So there you have the Colourpop Cune Gel liner, and up there is the makeup liner, the silver one. I also went ahead and swatched out some of the products. So this is the blush that I will be working on. That is that silver liner, and that is the yellow cream gel liner from Colourpop. Then the final item that I am rolling into this project is a lip product. This one, it comes from Bourjois, and this is the Rouge Edition Velvet in the shade Flamboyant. I don't know how to say it, but it will be linked down below. But yeah, this is just like a kind of pinky reddish kind of corally shade. It is swatched right there, and this is more like of a mousse formula. It's actually quite similar to the NYX soft matte lip creams, so it is kind of like a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry like a regular liquid lipstick. But I absolutely love this formula. However, this is not a color that I ideally want to keep in my collection long term, and it is also getting a bit older, so I just want to move this out this year, and I feel like this would be a nice kind of color to take me from winter into spring. So that is going to be the final product, and as I already mentioned a bit, all of these products will be used up, so I don't have a hit pan goal, I don't have a usage goal, any of these. I want all of these finished. So that, I guess, was it for all of the products. Just to kind of sum up the rules, I don't have too many rules in this project. I just, like I said, want to use up or hit goal on 21 items by the end of the year, and as soon as I use up one of these items, I will roll in a new item in its place. So it's going to be like a rolling project, like I mentioned. So I will only work on 10 products at any point, and yeah, that basically sums up this project. But that, I guess, was it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and other than that, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.